Hi, everybody. I'm Colleen Frangos, and I am Rocket IT's Community Relationship Coordinator. And here's another episode of Thrive Gwinnett. Glad to have this conversation today with a good friend of mine. So here on Thrive Gwinnett, Rocket IT's new community-focused video series, I have the honor and privilege to talk to many amazing Gwinnett County organizations that have continued through these challenging times in 2020 to make positive impacts on the community. So today's chat, again, is with one of my favorite ladies at the Gwinnett Chamber of Commerce, who certainly champions businesses big and small. So welcome, Callie D'Angelo.
Thanks, Colleen. I'm so excited to spend some time with you today.
Yay! Me too, Callie. And it's Friday, which makes it even better, right?
And the Friday before Labor Day. So this is an especially big TGIF.
Exactly. Well deserved, right?
Yes.
So Callie, your title at the Chamber is Senior Director of Membership Services and Small Business Initiatives. So how long have you been at the Chamber?
I've been at the Gwinnett Chamber almost 7 years now. So it feels like just yesterday that I moved here. So I actually moved to Gwinnett for the role. Then I was in our programs department for many years and then moved over to our membership department last year. So exciting times for sure.
Yeah, just in time, right? Well, yeah. Let's dive into what has been just a really super year. So, I probably said this word before, and by goodness, everyone else says it, but it's been challenging for everyone. I don't think anybody's been immune to it. So, I really have been impressed watching the Gwinnett Chamber perform sheer heroics when, back in mid-March, when this all got, rolling here. You and your team really impressed, I think, everyone just in your ability to think on your feet, quickly pivot, and try to figure out how to continue to support the community and your membership by a virtual platform, being, networking events so we could stay connected, through learning opportunities with webinars. So I'm really curious to hear from you, Callie, what efforts went into that and how you guys were able to make this magic happen? Because I, for one, really appreciated it and really enjoyed the content that y'all pushed out. It was awesome.
Well, I'm so glad to hear that because that's who we do it for, is for our members and for our community members as well. So we're so glad that it's been so well received. Mm-hmm. We were very able to be very agile, and we did pivot on a dime, it seems like.
Yeah.
We literally, after this happened, we had networking events that very next week, and we were doing those every single day digitally. So we were very agile and able to quickly pivot. We also, when the whole thing went down, when we were shuttering businesses and the term essential business came into play, and everybody was like, am I essential? Am I not essential? What do I do? Can I go to work? Am I going to get arrested if I get in the car? Like, what's going to happen?
It's true.
All these many, many questions. There were just a lot of unknowns. And the chamber, we actually set up like a 24-hour call center, and we all rotated shifts to answer those questions. So we have people from other counties calling us too. We're like, well, we can't really tell you what to do in that county, but in Gwinnett, we can help you out.
Right.
So we definitely, were able to satisfy some questions and get some needs met with that call center. It would roll over in the evening. Oftentimes, to Nebuchadnezzar, who's our president and CEO, he would be answering calls well into the night. So definitely trickles down from the top, and it was a team effort. Another thing we did that was really successful is when the pandemic first started to hit, we partnered with some of our SBA resource partners in the small business space. So we've been partnering with University of Georgia, Small Business Development Center, Gwinnett, Access to Capital for Entrepreneurs, SCORE North Metro Atlanta, and Gwinnett County.
Oh, wow.
So that's been awesome. I meet with them every single Friday right now just to see how we can really support and pour into our small business community. And thank goodness they are resident experts. And like I said, they're small business administration partners. So they were a wealth of knowledge, especially into regards to the CARES Act and the stimulus federal funding and so forth. So we had, I think, probably about 15 programs just related to the CARES Act alone.
Wow.
Yeah, but it was such a value to people just to know that they can go get legitimate answers to questions that they're having. So that was very successful also. And then we engaged the Department of Labor. We quickly pivoted and offered a job board, try to get people back to work and try to help,
So awesome.
community organizations out by having a place where they could post their opportunities. So it's been good.
So, Callie, I've got another question for you. I've been doing a little bit of research on the Gwinnett Chamber, and I was looking online. Don't worry, it's all good news.
Okay.
And it sounds like you guys have been doing a lot of work with the National Trade Organization. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Oh, yeah, sure. So our national trade organization is the Association of Chamber of Commerce Executives.
Oh.
And we've been very flattered. Like I said, we pivoted on a dime, it seems like, and we really have served as a benchmark for other chambers around the nation. So we've presented, through them to other chambers. A lot of other chambers have reached out to us, asking us how we're doing, what we're doing. So that's really been exciting. I will say, though, that it comes back to our members. I mean, we do have a fabulous staff, but we often rely on our members for content. So we're great because Gwinnett is great and we have awesome members, but it's been really exciting and gratifying to be able to help out in that platform as well.
Wow. Callie,
Yeah,
that's
we're
really
actually,
cool.
yeah, it is. It is. And we're actually one of the first chambers. Actually, I think we were the first chamber to host an in-person program.
Set the tone.
Yep.
Oh, Callie, that's really cool. Thanks for sharing that. I was curious to get the details. It's awesome. And speaking to that, you guys are amazing. I think it's also for me, just in the past year that I've been here at Rocket IT, getting to know your team. You've got some amazing folks that work with you and I think are truly dedicated to their roles at the Gwinnett Chamber and also dedicated to each other. I think the culture that the Gwinnett Chamber has internally is really impressive because everyone works well together. I mean, I go to events and see you guys in action, and not only is it a knock out of the park kind of job, but you guys are having fun. And it shows in that camaraderie. I can feel it. I see it. And I know people who work for the Gwinnett Chamber genuinely want to be there, serving the community, helping others thrive. So I'd love to hear from you just how your team is really pulled together through this pandemic and how you guys have continued to be a team.
Yeah, it's been something else.
Right.
So I think first of all, we all have a sense of humor. And you kind of have to have a sense of humor when dealing with something like this. And that really does start from the top and trickle down, So
okay, I can see where we're going with this. Yeah.
So just all of us having a sense of humor and being able to deal with this, and speaking with my team, I've called it trauma bonding, which is probably terrible, but that's what it feels like a little bit,
I've never heard of that, but I love it.
But all kidding aside, I mean, it really comes down to the people. We have very special people. We're intentional about the culture we're trying to create here. Just yesterday, we had a luncheon where we were going through our Enneagrams and we had a lot of really neat exercises. So we just try to stay plugged in with each other. Even during the pandemic, we had weekly, I think we were calling quarantini calls, which is like a happy hour at the end of the week after 5 p.m., just FYI, on Fridays.
Clearly stated. Love it.
Yes. But we would have different check-ins and ways to keep us engaged. We have a social engagement committee internally, which is comprised of some staff members who do an awesome job. They had a trivia like every single day. So just a way to stay connected, especially when we were not working in the office, but we're working remotely. But we have been back since May the 4th. So we've been back for quite some time and everything's been going well. So we're excited. Glad to be back.
Yeah, no, I'm in the office right now and it's, people. Gotta keep my distance, but people.
Yes.
Well, Callie, I'm curious, as we wrap up this conversation today, tell me what's on tap? What's coming up for the Gwinnett Chamber and in the world of, those virtual or in-person events? What's coming up this fall?
Well, we have a lot coming up. And I will say that we are doing all kinds of different things. We have virtual programs. We have hybrid programs, which are both online and in person. And we are having in-person programs where we are adhering to guidelines and socially distancing and so forth.
You guys are doing a great job.
Yeah, thank you. So we literally have something for anyone's comfort level. So just coming up, down the pipeline, we have our candidates forum coming up in September. And we also have a business after hours it's actually going to be our art in the garden business after hours at the Hudgens Center. So that's exciting. It will be a nice eclectic evening. So
I like that.
that'll be great. Yeah. And then we have our weekly programs. We have digital dialogue, which is our weekly networking opportunity. And then we also have Gwinnett Working, which is our weekly in-person networking opportunity. And we have the key leadership reception coming up as well in September. And then looking a little bit ahead, we have our small business awards, which I'm so thrilled about because I feel like our small businesses are resilient and they've been through a lot this year. And we're just very excited to honor their contributions because they truly are the backbone of our economy. So all good stuff.
Definitely. Yeah. No, and I hope to be at all of it. So
yes, we hope you will be.
Right. No, Callie, this has been fun. This has been such a great, uplifting conversation. It's great to hear from you and hear how well things are going with your team and how you guys are really just killing it with providing our community with so much support and so much opportunity to continue to connect, stay engaged, and thrive. So that concludes today's little fun episode of Thrive Gwinnett. Callie, and thank you for being here. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Colleen, for having me.
Absolutely. Well, everybody stay tuned. Another fun episode is in the works, and everybody have a great week. Thank you.